Hey, Taurus. Welcome to my channel. These cards are speaking. I hope you're doing well. We're going to see what Spirit has to say. Alright, let's do this Romance Angels. I'm seeing these instead of the other ones. Do a quick shuffle-a-roo. This is for Taurus. This may or may not resonate with you, and that's fine. That just means it's not your reading. Let's see. My Spirit, what does Taurus need to know? What does Taurus need to know? Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. I feel like it's someone needs to take time for themselves. You've given and given and given, and I feel like someone is like to no avail or to no effect. Let's turn it like that. It's time to withdraw. It's time to take back your energy, so to speak. It's not even about going on vacation, but you know, Taurus, we can give and give of ourselves, and then in the process we can forget who we are. We can forget what our purpose is. And Spirit wants you to remember what your purpose is. What is your divine assignment? Look at that. Let some things in so that you can shine again, Taurus. That was on the split. Like, allow that ending to take place. Whether it's a mindset, a thought, a care in the world, so to speak, whatever that is on the bottom, whatever that is, allow that Ten of Swords energy to manifest. And we have the Magician. You know, what are you desiring? You know, we have not because we ask not. If you've been given all the tools that you need to make something happen, whether it's working in your favor, something coming to you, something going away from you, you know, you've already embodied everything that you need, but you need to tap into that. And if you are constantly giving and pouring into someone else, because this retreat, I'm feeling like Spirit is saying to pull back, to withdraw, take that energy that you're pouring into someone else. Sorry, my plant was hanging over the candle. That same energy and effort that you're pouring into someone else, I feel like with this retreat card, Spirit is saying, you know, pull that back. Pull that back from what you're giving out more than what you're putting into your own self. Like, remember who you are. Remember what your needs are. Look at that, the High Priest. You know all the secrets. You know, you have all the answers. You're not wanting for anything. But if you expend yourself and you give of yourself constantly over and over and never fill yourself up, you're going to feel depleted. You're going to feel like you're not wanted, desired, appreciated. You know, so as earth angels, as the children of the Most High, you know, whatever of the divine, the Spirit, whatever you know, refer your higher being to, you know, we have a job to do, and it does require us to exert energy. But we also must be able to tap into that our own selves and realize when we've given out more than we've allowed to go back in. So just to be mindful of that, you know, as we walk this walk, we say what Spirit has to say. You know, we also have to be sensitive to the fact when He's not telling us to say anything. You know, learning when to hold it and fold it, and to walk away. It's justice. You know, what needs to be balanced in your life? What needs to be balanced? What needs to be made right in your life? And I feel like that's what Spirit is saying. These are, to me, major arcanas. You know, you are misdirecting your, I don't want to say powers, but your abilities. You know, if your spiritual gifts, I feel like it's more going out than coming in. You know, and it could be, you know, you watching tarot reading on, like binge watching on repeat. You know, not necessarily the same one over and over, but just you watching this one after another, after another, after another, getting discouraged. Even with that, you know, pull back from that. If you have one or two that you like that really speaks to your spirit, and is edifying, you know, then that's fine. You know, but you know, with tarot, it can be addictive. You know, you find one and it feels like they're speaking everything that you wish and you hope for. You know, but the spirit is trying to lead you in a different direction for you to focus on yourself. You know, your higher self. What is your higher self saying about your situation? You know, because, you know, a lot of times people come to tarot for love and like, what is she doing? What is he doing? Yes, they're going to come back to me. And spirit is waving like, hey, what about your higher self? You know, what are you manifesting over your own life? You know, where is your life out of balance, to even allow these things to come in? You know, watching and wishing and hoping that a tarot says exactly what it needs to be said for it to come to pass. You know, when you are the high priestess over your own life, you are the magician over your own life. So all of this energy that you're exerting and that you're sending out, you know, spirit is saying retreat, pull that back. Let's pull that back. You know, it's misdirected right now. Look at that Queen of Swords. Be your own Queen of Swords. Have that energy over your own life, over your own situation, over your own thoughts, over your actions, over your energy of what you exert. The Queen of Swords doesn't play any games. The Queen of Swords speaks life, speaks truth, speaks clarity over their life. Be about your business and speak those things, and speak and do those same things over your own life, because you can. Nine of Wands, you know, is the wounded warrior. I feel like this is how someone is feeling beat up. You're just feeling like you just exerted so much energy outwardly. Like, how much longer? When is this gonna give? And this is, if this is for work, you know, you work yourself to the bones to make ends meet, you know, for someone to not appreciate what you do, you know, and it could be in your nature to work and provide. So I'm not saying that, but you also have to keep in mind that you can only do so much. You know, you work, you provide, you know, things like that, or you give in a relationship. But if the person isn't receiving it, or if the person isn't showing any appreciation, you doing more does not make them receive and change their behavior. So pull back that energy as far as the expectations. Because frustration comes from unmet expectations. What are you overly expecting from someone that is not coming back to you? You know, pull back, retreat from that expectation. You know, whether it's work, it could be a boss, a demanding boss. If it's in a relationship, it could be a unappreciative spouse. You know, retreat of that expectation so that you can be relieved of this Nine of Wands energy of being wounded over and over and over because you give, and and it's not received or welcome. Look at that, the moon. You know, allow those feelings to go ahead and come to the surface. Allow those thoughts to come to the surface, to be revealed. Like we saw earlier when we split the deck, so that the sun can reveal it. You know, the sun can expose it, can shine light on it, can burn it up and out of you, so that you can move forward, right? What is some advice? What is some advice for Taurus? Get the Fool in the deck. Let it be a new beginning. Draw a line in the sand. You know, yeah, the Ten of Cups speaks of completion. You know, this new beginning of your mindset could be a new beginning for you in your way of thinking, and ultimately can change everything around you. Or people will be like, you know, Taurus don't carry themselves the way they used to. You know, they don't let things bother them like they used to. You know, you've allowed that thing to come to the surface with the moon, and you've allowed the sun to burn it up. Look at that, the Hierophant. You have the answers. You're the teacher. You know, right up under the Magician. You know, you're the magician, you're the creator, you're the alchemist over your life. And you do that with the answers that you sought after. You do that. You can now customize and create the life, the plan, the mindset that you desire because you have the answers. You have the keys. Look at that. You have the keys. It's right there at the bottom. You have the keys. Now, what do you do with it? You, instead of expending this energy to someone else, you now begin to expend it on your own self. That's what that is. The High Priestess, the Queen of Swords. Excuse me, the King of Swords. The King of Swords plays no games, you know. Play no games with yourself. Be true and honest with your own self. You know, I feel like that. I mean, this pair, you have the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords here. I feel like that is just knowing and embodying exactly who you are. Knowing when you need to be aggressive, or when you need to hold back and be what's the word, analytical, you know, just stone-faced, playing no games, you know. I also feel like this could be, if this is a relationship, you know, this could be where you two are. I feel like you two could be at a standstill in your relationship. You both have drawn the line in the sand and is declaring my way or the highway. You know, with this justice here, you know, in this marriage, you could possibly also like needing that balance. You know, you have the High Priestess and the Hierophant. It's like someone has to let go of their control, their dominance. Someone has a fear of letting go of their dominance because they feel like they may be walked over or taken advantage of. That might be for a few of you. Holy Spirit, what else you got? The Ace of Wands. I feel like a passionate beginning would break that. It could be so much work, and someone could be running their own business. It's so much work, so much demanding that I feel like the passion has been lost. The reason why you started is being lost, and I feel like that might be what the balance needs to be. So this retreat, you know, and it says it's time to disconnect from the world. You know, the world meaning all business and no play is what I'm taking from that. All business and no play. The bottom of the deck is the Judgment card. You know, Spirit is speaking and declaring this thing. Like shout from the rooftop. you desire healing in your relationship, in your workplace, then let's do it. Let's get to it. Let's go ahead and pull the covers back and expose what this really is, the truth of the matter. Look at that. The Ten of Swords. I think we saw that in the beginning. What needs to end. Let's put an end to something. A cycle needs to end. This is a lot of swords. If this is a relationship, you got the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. And now you have this Ten of Swords. Something needs to end. And I feel like it's inevitable. This King and Queen of Swords, if they don't retreat, pull back this hardness, pull back all work and no play, exerting all of the energy like we said in the beginning. That could be exactly what this is. You two are putting so much work and time into something. You're forgetting what is important, the passion, the reason you started. That has to come to an end. That needs to be that balance. This wounded warrior, someone's tired. Someone's tired. All right, let's get 2 more, Spirit. Look at that. I feel like it's going to lead in heartbreak. It's going to lead in heartbreak. I feel like this is what you want to avoid, but this is the path that you're going on. Especially with that retreat being the energy that came out. It needs to be a brand new, tangible beginning. What needs to be revealed, what needs to come to the surface, what needs to be exposed so that it can be healed, so possibly a new beginning. Because all might not be lost. All might not be lost. Let's get some of these. Where's the channel message for this, for the Taurus spirit? What do you need to say? What do they need to know? The Taurus channel message. Okay. I dropped them on the floor. Alright, one more shuffle. Alright, that is the picture. Only time will tell. Only time will tell. Let's get another one. Yeah, I feel like all is not lost, but yeah, time will tell. And also, like, each one of you have your ideas, have the answers, has the key, but someone, you have to find a balance between this King and Queen of Swords to make this happen, to go forward. Ooh, these are a little difficult. They're shaped like hearts, but let's just pull one. That is the outside. Forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. Wow. So that is a perfect ending there. All right, you guys. These cards have spoken. Till next time, remember who you are.